Let's make this very clear. Madlions made a really, really good software where you can get some great custom keyboards. You can upload your own images, you can do your own colors, whatnot, and you can get your own switches. You can choose what you want, all for a very, very cheap price. I think it goes up to like $85, or you can see it at about $80 normally. So that is pretty dang good. So in this video, I'll walk you through how you can build your own keyboard with their software. All right, so let's look at, this page. Give it just full reload, and you can see how it loads in. So you just have a regular base white keyboard, and you just basically look at all the different parts, and it tells you each one and how they separate. First, you look at the keyboard, like which one do you want? Do you want the white one or do you want the black one? And for my build, I'll be going with the white one, just for fun. Let's look at the switches. You have two options. You have these magnetic gaming switches and the magnetic switch pro. Both of them seem fine. I'll select the magnetic gaming switches for fun. And then there's custom keycaps. So these are just kind of the bulk of what this software can do. And you're able to choose everything, whatever you want. Let's say I want to go with a strawberry themed keyboard, right? To make it fun. Let's first set, the modifier colors. So I would like to prompt ChatGPT, and then let's say I want my pink, and then it gives me this color. That's pink, looking good. Let's get a red here for my alpha colors, boom. And then it's like, well, I don't want WASD to be different because I don't want this to be a gaming keyboard. And then I will be able to use, swatches, and just choose the same color again. So it's really customizable there, which is a lot of fun. Escape key. I have a lot of choices on what I'm able to do. And I'm gonna go through and quickly just, set a few things for fun. And let's do this. And then let's get maybe this color. It's a cocoa brownish color. And what else am I missing? Boom. So this is not like a finalized design, but it's very simple to just start out with and put together all of those things with just these different colors that you have, right? So then we can go through and we can look at the legend. So there's top legend, which is this kind of like black text up here. It's very normal on keyboards. Or I can do side legend, where you can see that it's side lit right there. Or I can do no legend in general. With side legend, you then have the option of having a top legend of QWERTY or a top legend of none, or obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of different options. Never even heard of this quartz. That's interesting. But, you can choose what you want. I'll stick with QWERTY. There's other things if you want to use like Swedish or something like that. So then you got the legend color. So this applies to all the legends as a whole. But if you want different colors for individual legends, specific keys, you can just leave a note in this section over here, which is remarks. Remarks is very, very powerful, and you're able to basically choose what you want, which is very fun. So, I want to change my legend color. For example, right now I want to make it kind of a creamy color. Then I'll just talk to ChatGPT, make it simple, and let me grab this cream color that I got. And legend, boom. So now it's a creamy-ish color. And if I wanted to have a sub-legend, let's say of Korean, then I could also have it in black, or I could have it in that cream color too. And I have Korean keycaps, which isn't really my vibe. But, that's kind of a simple look at it. But let's say then I want to add on some text, right? I like this text called Fredoka 1. So I'll say in my remarks, I would like my keycaps to have the Fredoka 1 font. That's all I need to do, and they'll find it and they'll put it on, at least from what I've been told. So it's so nice and simple, and this is just all you need for a simple build. But it is not just simple builds. Let's add on some more stuff with image upload. So I'll get an image from my computer that I can find. Don't want to show all my files. Taking a bit. Okay, I upload that there. It's a low quality image, so it's not able to do so well. And it's complaining basically about the stuff on top. Oh, there it is. So I can then overlay this on top of the rest of it. It's kind of like signature, it's Ludwig's signature or something like that. And it just works like that. Maybe I want that there, maybe I'll have to figure it out. So then I have a lot of options of what I can upload. And I have up to 10 uploads, and I can just basically upload what I want and customize how this whole thing looks. So let's say I want to keep this design for now, right? Then I'll just press check, and I can press add to cart, and I got a whole custom keyboard for just under $90 before shipping. So just some little tips for you. I do recommend using ChatGPT. I'll pull over my ChatGPT tab so you can see it. I basically just prompted it. I'm like, hey, I want to make a strawberry themed keyboard, and I explained what it was, and then all the different stuff, right? And then it gave me all these different colors and the hex codes, and I just copied the hex codes in. And I even asked it for fonts, which it was able to give me fonts here, and I wanted Ferdoka 1. So yeah, that all worked out really nicely, and it is just super helpful to use this. So I'd recommend using ChatGPT, and then using it to figure out what colors you should set everything to. Some other things that I'd recommend is if you want to just have a nice overall look, not to put all the stuff on the top. So I like to do side legend because I still like to see my legend, and then turn off the top legend. This would also mean I have to turn off sub legend, and then I would probably get rid of that image. That was just a default image I could add. Get rid of that, and that looks way cleaner overall. Let's say I want to drag on this. Where is this? Where'd it go? Yeah, so I see it, and then I can drag it around. I'll put that on, and it just meshes to the keycaps. So you're able to upload any cool image that you care about, but it's just a random image I had on my computer. But I'd recommend being careful with your images because it can look very bad overall. And if you do want a gamer-y keyboard, changing WASD to a different color is totally fine. I personally will use this keyboard more for just typing in general, so I'll probably be sticking with this in general, like normally. You can also look at your RGB values, which is kind of neat, and be able to change what it has. But I'm pretty chill for now. I like how this is built, and yeah.